Shh, Zappy Madison. Today we're going to talk about Josh Duggar and the Ashley Madison hack. Hey guys, Zappykins here, and today I want to talk to you about the Ashley Madison leak. Now, what I think this is going to do is this is going to be a line which society is always different after. So this is a mark on history before the Ashley Madison link and after the Ashley Madison link. What is Ashley Madison? Ashley Madison is an online network that allows people to, quote, cheat on their spouses and find partners that also want to cheat on their spouses. So it's a way of finding relationships with no commitment to people that are already attached, and it's supposed to be secret. Now, one of the things that's most important about the link or the leak is that it's shown that Ashley Madison would charge people $19 to permanently erase your information. And what has happened is that information has not been removed. People's credit card numbers, their email addresses, and other information are still in there. So what we know now from this link is that online privacy does not exist and will never exist. Now, if you're worried about the government spying on you, maybe they are, maybe they're not. Fortunately, there's so much information out there, it's hard to keep organized and hard to keep together, which is why Google and other IBM and Microsoft were all working on, quote, big data to help organize information. But the fact that anything you do, once it's online, it's probably out there forever. And Ashley Madison, this leak, shows us more than anything else that anything you ever do is always going to be findable at some point online. Now, unfortunately, those people that paid $19 to have their personal information removed, it's still out there. And what's happened is, and it's just started to happen, the information's being leaked, people are being searched, and people are finding out that maybe their partners were cheating on them, their spouses are being unfaithful, and quite honestly, for the most part, that's absolutely none of my business. You know, what people do in their private life is their private life, and I don't really want to know, I don't need to know. If you're in a open relationship, that's your business. I might not want to be alone with you in a hot tub, but it's really none of my business other than that. Now, unfortunately, the only thing that I put a little asterisk for is if you're a super hypocrite. Then I'm a little less sympathetic. And this goes for outing of any kind, whether somebody's gay, if they're in the closet and they don't want to be outed, or in this case, if they're having adulterous affairs and they don't want to be outed. I think this Ashley Madison leak will cause a lot of things to happen for a long time. And similarly, in the 90s, we had Heidi Fleiss, who was providing prostitutes. She was a madam, and she was providing prostitutes for a lot of very rich Hollywood celebrities, and Charlie Sheen was one of hers that would hire a lot of people at a lot of money. And one of my friends was a limo driver, and he said the Heidi's girls were the best tippers. They always gave you at least $100, even if it was just a short ride to the airport. Anyway, I met Heidi Fleiss. That'll be another story for another time. But this Ashley Madison link has already uncovered somebody, and that person is Josh Duggar. I hope I'm saying his name right. Now, why is that significant? Well, because we've just had him recently outed as a child molester when he was 14 and 15. He molested 5 little girls, 4 of which were his sister. And some of the things that I found most horrific with that were the parents' actions. They still allowed Josh to sleep in the same bedroom with his sisters after he had molested them. I don't know how anybody thinks that's okay. And to me, what that's saying from the parents to the daughters is you're not important and you need to just live with this and suffer, which I just find really offensive. Then also, they waited till the statute of limitations expired before contacting the police, which is also really scummy. So they wanted to make sure that no shame come on the family because it was public. And in the state that they were in, there isn't that law of discovery like there is in other states. So they let it expire and then they talked to the police. And it turns out the police officer they spoke to, that they had to speak to Josh, and some of that was private, we don't know what happened. But I can tell you, the police officer that talked to Josh about molesting children was later convicted of having child pornography and convicted of 56 years in jail. So here they don't protect the daughters. They let the expiration of liabilities expire so he couldn't be charged with anything. And then the person that he actually talks to when it's the police turns out to be a person that has child porn and maybe has done some other terrible things as well. So, okay, there's the last time we heard about Josh Duggar. Now what's happened now is this Ashley Madison leak has revealed that while his wife was pregnant and in 2 separate locations, he has gone and sought to have affairs with women and to carry on outside of his marriage. So why is this significant? Well, it turns out Josh Duggar has been making a living with the Family Research Council and some other activities, where basically what he does is he tells people that they should stay celibate until they're married, that sex can only happen within marriage, that gay people are worthless and vile and disgusting, and that women should just be submissive to their men and they don't matter. I'm sorry, I find that really offensive. So the fact that he's being outed for being a complete and total hypocrite, which finally he's kind of admitting to, is, while I don't believe in revealing people's private information, I'm a little less sympathetic because he's a pariah and he's been making a living of undermining other people, removing rights of same-sex couples, undermining the legal representation of their families, and telling people things that he doesn't believe, that he doesn't practice, and are absolutely untrue. So I'm a little less sympathetic. Now, other people that have been outed, this is going to be really sad. This is going to be really big. You know, I feel bad for them. They shouldn't be cheating on their spouses. If they have an open relationship, like I said, it's none of my business. But this is going to be big. This is going to be embarrassing. And ultimately, what I hope we realize, and what we're going to realize, is that anything you do online is always, on some level, has the potential of being exposed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, send me a response if you have an idea. I'm sure there's a lot of things that are going to be happening about this, and I'm happy to talk to you, hear your responses, hear your ideas. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, send presents if you want, and thanks for watching Zappykins. One last thing I wanted to add. Josh Duggar has said you should never use birth control. So now does he have like STDs and 14 kids running around that we don't know about? We know he has 2 children with his wife and was seeking others while she was pregnant. Now, he has admitted to at least hooking up with somebody. Who knows how many people he hooked up with. It's also been exposed he had an OkCupid profile. So what is this? Was he a hypocrite and he used birth control? Or was he like irresponsible and didn't use birth control and now maybe has some STDs, which maybe he's brought home to his wife? And or maybe he has more children, which we have yet to discover. So really at the beginning of this thing, it's going to be interesting, and as some people say in the movies, hang on, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, send presents, and I'll talk to you later. Zappykins. Ta. I wish I could get into some of these.